I've been in the house for 3 weeks.
You ready? Hey,
We
you ready?
bro?
All right. You gotta get this done. You ready?
All right.
Oh, welcome to the podcast of Power Hush Girls. We have a new guest coming in today.
Know what's going on, man. Savo, shout out Power Hush Girl. Oh, same shit. Got my young boy over here with me too. Yeah.
Rambo, shout out Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. I also want to have a special shout out to E Studios and also to Studio 9. The segment today, and of course, the awesome, infamous Cartier. Today's segment is going to be about what's your definition of struggle? And I would like for one of you guys to go first to tell me what is your definition of struggle. What do you feel like struggle is to you?
Struggle. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me right? Probably. Struggle like a hard time. A hard time in something. For the meantime, not for a long time. You know? Like, it's a lot of struggle. What you think, bro? That's what I mean right now.
Struggle. Depends on your environment, how you grew up. Struggle. It's a couple ways you can put that.
Right.
I mean, struggle could be a lot of things. Like, my struggle might not be a struggle to you. You might think that's some bullshit. Be like, oh, you complaining about, your car broke down while I don't even got a fucking car. Or you complaining about your pipes not working in the house, but bitch, I don't even got a house. Excuse my French now, but I'm just saying,
That's how I meant. Something like, for the meantime, not a long time.
Yeah, like struggle could mean a lot of things. And when I say, what's your definition of struggle? I'm saying far as in, I'm gonna go a little deep. My definition of struggle is I have a 6-year-old that got sickle cell. You understand me?
We can go deep.
Yeah,
Right.
I got a 6-year-old that got sickle cell, and people complain about not having no support system, and people complain about this, that, and the third, and I be thinking in my head like, well, damn, with or without support system, I got a sick kid. That's a hard ass struggle. You know what I'm saying? Whether I got 1,000 people around,
Yeah.
raising a sick kid ain't easy. So having a struggle could mean a lot of different things. People don't look at it in a different way. It's really about how you struggle, but then again, it's about how you handle your struggle too.
Me, struggle, I can't even really like say it's struggle because it's a lot of people like out here in fucked up ass predicaments, way worse than me. So it's like, yeah, I'm struggling in certain shit, like you said. It's people,
Right.
So I can't really say struggle is something that you just like tend on, like.
Well,
or
how do you
something
feel
can't
about
just say
when you come with-
struggling? Everybody's struggling in some type of way.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but how do you feel like about with far as in even your music career too, like the struggle of trying to get more followers and push forward for more things and trying to get more people to notice you? I mean, you do have a big following base, but what is it like to be a known rapper and feeling like you should be way further than what you is?
It's not a struggle. See, I won't put that in the struggle category because I did shit and it got me caught up. So I had to like fall back from this shit. That's not a struggle because I know what I could do now.
You a good rapper. I seen it. I see the views. I see you. I see you.
Before, like I did a lot. So it's like I won't say I'm struggling now. It's just like I would say like as a you could say struggle a little bit, but I won't. Like I said, I won't put it in that category.
In that category, right.
I
feel you.
Because I can't take that as I can't fall back as a excuse type shit.
I just meant like far as in like meeting the producers and getting further. Like,
it's a
what is
struggle
your
and,
advice to these young black men that is trying to get on and trying to get the views that you getting and trying to be in a space where you are? Because you, like I said, you are a little bit higher than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your views and your rapping and how dedicated you is to your music. So what advice can you give these black men that's out here trying to get to where you are?
Like what they struggling in is like they focus on like they feel like everything is like a race. They'll put this shit in like a race thing. So like they paying attention to other shit. So they seeing people prosper better than them and seeing people further than them and all that shit. Like they just wanna, you know. So it's a struggle and like just knowing that it's not a race, bro. This is like when you
Take your
take
time.
your time is how much you want to give into this shit. Like you gotta give it your all. You can't just think like shit just finna happen like that.
And I learned it ain't
And,
what
like,
you know,
fucking
it's
with
who
other
you
people,
know.
It
too.
don't matter like jumping with other people lane, like jumping in other people lane. That's still not a good step for you, you know. So it's like, if they know to like just give it they all, give it they all, give it they all.
Give it
Put
all
what
throughout
you
of
want
it.
and shit. Feel me? It's you. It's like
He's
what
basically
you make.
telling y'all, don't give up. Work hard
Nah,
for
don't
it.
give up. I ain't give
All
up
of
yet,
it.
so I'm on
Nah, definitely
26,
don't give
feel
up.
me?
You
I
wanna
still
know?
I'm finna hit 30, you know, you finna hit 30, they be like, if you 30 and you still rapping, you gotta, nah, I ain't no give up, nigga.
I mean,
niggas
2
is-
Chainz made
you
it
feel
at
me?
40. I forget that. It
crazy,
took him
so
to
it's
be
like-
40 to make it, and look where
yeah.
he at now.
And it's a struggle, like, and support. It's a lot of people that don't support, they support the wrong shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Feel
right.
me? So,
Mm-hmm. They don't support
like
each
me,
other.
like me, feel me? Like, boom. We had a squeak, long live squeak. You feel me? That's my
Okay,
brother.
long live Squeak, throw them
Squeak.
twos up,
Long live
twos,
Squeak. Long live
twos.
Ty
Okay.
Shine. That was my best friend. You feel me?
Only
He
Pete.
was the reason, like, yo, bro, keep making music, keep making music. 6 months, he telling me shit like that. You feel
Keep
me?
going,
6 months,
motivational.
6 months. And then Squeak was just like a guidance to where, like, I didn't have to be out here and stealing cars. If I had a pipe on me when I was fucking 13, 14, I showed on him,
Right.
he'd take the shit, beat the nigga up by the bike. He'd do shit like that. He'd turn everybody. For
He
real,
was
for real,
like
though,
a hood mentor.
guided,
You're not
you
wrong
know,
about that.
mentor the youth got. That's a struggle in that. It's a struggle in that. It's a lot of people that influence the wrong shit. You feel me?
They do.
But like they won't put I got young boys for real. Like they do what they do. Like I don't influence it, but it's like,
Facts.
yo, son.
That.
That's
Try
what
to
they
help 'em.
did. Like, first of all, it's like a generation thing. I feel like, you feel me? Like my oldest brother, you probably know, you know my brother.
Yes, I do.
They was in the car. They had their car. And so, you feel me? They started with the cars. Them niggas started with cars. You feel me? It was another generation. They didn't do that. Now
Yeah,
go
you-
down
so you
to another
basically saying, like,
generation. Come to stealing
The
clothes.
stealing
It's a lot of shit,
cars
you feel
has
me?
been
Stealing.
real heavy too lately, far as in with the kid boys and stuff
You
like
feel me?
that. So
and them the young boys that got this music shit, like they got it, like you feel me? But it's like, man. It's a
Struggle,
lack. It's
though.
a struggle in that.
Struggle.
yes,
Battle.
all
Wanna
about
take
the
it
struggle.
Deep, though, I ain't gonna lie, you know. Imagine being 24, you know, with an 80-year-old mother that you gotta take care of. That's a real struggle.
That's deep.
You know, that's deep. You know, one of them try his hardest. And I'm out on bail right now for, you know, I ain't gonna speak about it, pipe charge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a struggle. But every day I keep forward, I pray to God. All you gotta do is talk to God about your problems, you know,
Right.
and be you. And that's it. That's all I got to say. You know, just be yourself.
Brody
Have a
taking
relationship
care
with
of
God,
his
you
mom,
know.
man. You gotta give a big
Because
salute to
that's
like,
true.
That's struggle, like, Brody
The
gotta-
struggle is different for each person. You know, everybody has their own definition of struggle. And like for me, like I'm a girl, but I deal with guy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the type of life I live. I deal with a lot of guy shit, and there's no name on a struggle. You gonna get it or you ain't. You could struggle through, even like you said, with the child shit. Like, I'm fighting for my life right now too. That's a struggle from the justice system. I'm fighting for my daughter life through her sickle cell. I'm fighting hard. So you right. That's why I always try to tell other people, you never know what somebody else is going through. Yes, you may be going through this, but you don't know what nobody else going through. You've been
I
done
had to
crash.
learn that.
Yeah, you've been done try to crash out on a motherfucker because you had a bad day. And you don't even know these motherfuckers been having a whole bad year.
Facts.
You know
I
what I'm
watch
saying?
YouTube. You know, I be watching niggas that's be in the Philippines, jungles. You know, we got it
Yeah,
good. We
man,
can
like,
watch
Yo.
TV,
that's
you
why I
know.
be saying, like, man, I
We
can
can go-
never
we
say,
can
like,
walk, you
I
know,
never use it
people-
as an excuse. I can never. Struggle is something, but not an excuse. Not
No, it
excuse.
ain't an excuse because you can get up off your ass and keep going, but struggle can't stop. If you let struggle
Mind
take
over matter.
over on you, if you let struggle control your life, if you let your struggle be your destiny, yes, you will fail each time. You will fuck up each time. You're never going to be able to get further if you let that be your destiny. You gotta go further than what your struggle is. Me, I grew up without shit. You understand me? My mom had 7 motherfucking kids, and guess what? She ain't raised 2 out of 7. You understand me? I don't regret shit that I went through in my life because I wouldn't be here today. That's why I say what you mean by struggle, because me, I grew up without parents. I did 3 years in foster care. I did majority of my life in a shelter. I grew up without a fuck-ass thing. And that's why I try to tell people around me, appreciate your parents. Appreciate the people who love y'all. Appreciate y'all kids who fuck with y'all, because me, I grew up without nothing. The first time I got my house, I was in a homeless shelter. I was 17 going on 18, and they finally told me, well, you're getting a little too old. You're getting a little too old to be in here, so we got to hurry up and find you a house within the 2 weeks, or you're going to be out in the street. We ain't got no more room for you. You finna be 18.
They're different.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to bust my ass and do everything that I possibly could to get myself out of that struggle. Like he said, you can't sit on your ass and worry about what a real struggle is. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight out of your struggle.
Gotta get
That's
out
real
that
spill.
shit. Man, you
Like,
can't sit
word.
back and rely on that. Like
Word,
that's
real
that's like a
spill.
motherfucking like yo, listen, like a motherfucker come telling me I could listen to you all day about your struggle. We could talk about it all day, but it's like, what you gonna do after? Like,
Right. What are you telling me right now to fix your struggle?
you know, what you doing? What is you doing? It's always what you doing, man. It's always what you doing. Gotta do something.
Keep me out the way, you know.
Where that's my
He
old
know,
cousin,
he know,
like,
he know what I do.
for real. A lot of shit.
Up on me every
It's a
day,
lot of
you know.
shit, man. Shit go on like
That means a lot from, you know, where a street
I
nigga come
said,
from. You know, it's a
he
few
coulda
niggas
been-
that care about, you know.
He could have been a little nigga
Shout
that's
out to
out
the
here
few.
stealing cars. Like, he could have had his run, but feel me? He did the right thing. He
But
like,
I've never done that, bang. Shot up,
yeah, man, shit.
shot up, rob. You know, y'all don't want to go through that struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
want
live a
that.
hard not life. You could
want
honestly
that.
be a good
Hard
person
not.
and still go through mad shit, yo. Like, you could be giving and giving. See, me, I am an empath. You know, I take on whatever I can, and that's a struggle for me, too. I try to be as good of a person and try to be as, you know what I'm saying, open-minded as I can for people. I try to not be that person that look down on people, because I done had times where I was 10, 20 bands up, and then I had times where I have a goddamn dollar to feed me or my kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's times where I can't even figure out when the hell I'm gonna pay my goddamn bills, but I'm thinking in my life like, damn, is this what my life's supposed to be? Should I be here right now to keep fighting for my life through this struggle, or should I just give up and say fuck it? Yes, in the Bible they say you should not take your own life. You should not take another person's life. But sometimes life be so hard, you feel like, what I'm gonna do? Should I do it?
Yeah, different. You just said that
Boy,
because
I
when
got
I
a
you
homegirl
boy, I
that
said
was
when my
just
mom
talking
leave this
about
world,
Yeah.
myself when my mom
Remember,
leave
I
this
was just
world,
telling
I was
you.
gonna kill myself.
See?
Living in the Bible, you know.
Right.
My mom, she told me she wanted me to push forward.
Amen to
Shit gonna
that.
hurt. That's gonna be a struggle.
Amen to that.
Pass, you know.
Yeah. And that's all about how you handle your struggle. And that's why I say, what's the definition of struggle? Because it could be many different things. You would never know. You would look at me and think my life perfect the whole time. I'm crumbling sometimes.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
say, man. Everybody be thinking like, smile on your face, man. That shit don't mean nothing. It's like, check on your people sometimes.
Especially the strongest ones. You know us. Everybody come throw on your life. You know, my phone the other day, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, and I'm going to keep it funky. The other day, right, my phone was going off from 7 o'clock in the morning till about like 8 o'clock at night. I kid you no lie. My friends, they sitting at the table. I'm crashing out, y'all. Now, if y'all got me as a friend on Facebook, Lily Loomis, Leanna Loomis, I'm crashing out. I'm spazzing out. I'm ready to fight the world because I'm going through whatever I'm going through. I'm crashing out. At a moment of that time, something else ended up transpiring. I hopped up. I blacked out. Do y'all not know I woke up, I was in the shower with all my clothes on. This was 2 days ago. You understand me? I was in the ask her. When we get off, I woke up 2 days ago, like I openly didn't know I was in the shower with all my clothes on. Life will take toll on you if you let it, and other people's life too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your life, you will be going through shit. People don't even know you going through shit and put all their problems on you.
Where you carry yourself, you never put that frown on your face like Cuz said, that
Yeah.
smile. Niggas don't know.
It be a
People
mask
lack
though.
of everything.
Support. That's what
That it be a mask.
That's the real thing, man. Support.
Support is easy to say to
Support
give, but
is
it's hard
free.
to receive. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
It's
is
free.
free.
But they act like it's a price that comes with
Regardless of what type of support it is, it's
Yeah.
fucking free.
it. It is.
Give.
Joe,
If
answer
you
the
want
phone.
support, you support. What they say, you give what you want.
You give what you want,
put
but
in
you don't
and
always
shit.
receive what you give, baby.
You get what you put in and shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I say there's
That's why,
different
yeah,
ways
it's-
to struggle. There's different lights of struggle. You would think a person's life is good because they got $50,000, $100,000 the whole
best
time they
person, word.
miserable.
It's the best person that's living the best. High struggles.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, shit's not an excuse.
So I have a question for y'all black men. As black men in this community, do y'all feel like y'all have a fighting chance, or do y'all feel like it's more harder because y'all are black men coming from the hood, coming from, what they say, lower class, because middle class is, y'all know.
I feel like we just gotta put twice as all in and shit. That's it.
How do you feel?
1,000. What you born into is how you make it out.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit, you gonna be a bullshit. You wanna be something, you'll be something. Put yourself.
'Cause I
Not
know
wrong
white
about
niggas,
that.
Like I said, it's white. It's whites and color. It's blacks and whites. Man, fuck that shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
Everybody born
I
the
got
same.
white friends, for real. I know a girl, Marky. Shout out Marky. She made music too. Shout out Marky. She
Okay.
one of us. She out
Shout out Marky.
here. You feel me? Like, that shit be crazy. Like, it ain't, you can't say. Because it's people that's not color that's in poverty with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Like, you just got shit like, shit go on like that. You feel me? Like, it getting terrible out here. Like, it's.
I just feel like for me, as a black
everybody
woman,
the same,
I don't have
bro.
everybody
really the same.
Well, that's
bro.
really for us though, because I feel like as Rochester, we do move as a community. You know what I mean? We don't discriminate. We don't really go through a lot of that racism stuff that a lot of other people go through.
hell
We don't
nah.
discriminate around here, so I like that about us. You know what I'm saying? We a little dysfunctional,
Shit's hella
but we
dysfunctional.
definitely deal with the struggle together, especially around the time of looting. That was the best struggling time we ever had. I
then
ain't
you
saying I
prove-
did nothing on camera. I did not say that.
I don't know who did
Nothing.
anything.
I ain't did nothing on camera. I ain't say that.
I was in the hospital
That was a good time, man.
Great
Okay.
time.
So that that so that's what concludes the definition of a struggle. You never know what anybody is going through. Check on your friends that seem like they're the strongest people, because sometimes they're not.
Skills though, bro. You gotta
That too,
put
Brody,
in.
okay?
It's not
That's
no
what
excuse.
cuz
That's the
teach me.
definition of a struggle.
It's not no excuse.
I be quick to give a nigga something. Cuz be like, boy, you gotta think about it.
But that's the definition that we feel of a struggle. I want to thank y'all guys for coming tonight.
Yeah, already.
I appreciate it. Yes, you can. We got my boss coming in here right now.
Nah, it ain't no boss. It ain't no boss. I just wanna add something to your podcast so that we can educate some of the people.
Okay.
So this is a unrevised edition of the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. This is a hidden book. Most of these books that you see are greenback covered, and they're revised because it hides stuff from us in law definitions. Because law definitions of the racism and literacy is what keeps us locked up in this open door prison. You know this. We're educated men.
Definitely sound crazy.
So just to let you guys know a little bit about me, I had a criminal case and I beat Monroe County last year,
Hey.
and I've got them leaned out right now. So really, technically, like I own them right now, and they got to settle out. So because when you got a commercial lien, that's an affidavit. That's the only power that we have, is we the people, to protect ourselves against these crooked corporations. Because I have a letter from their insurance company that states that they're just a public corporation. They're not even government. I have a letter I could show you guys. So when I study, I've become what you call an etymologist.
Right.
I study words. So when she said struggle, God put it on my soul, just like he always does, to go study that word and say, yo, go find that word and see if you can see it in the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Guess what? It's not in here. So there's no word for struggle in law. So when you go to court and you tell them, "Hey, I'm having a hardship. I'm having a struggle," they can't even understand you because of the fact that there's no word in law for them to define struggle.
Oh, that's crazy.
that.
I never thought about that.
So how are you going to speak to them in their dog Latin, is what they call it, with our broken English, because we have taken like 10 different forms of English and put them together.
Mm-hmm.
So how we, the people, fight back? So what we do is we study their language and we learn. And then we study our laws. And then you know what we have? October 4th, 1982, Congress made the Bible law.
Oh,
So
wow.
as long as you know the Bible, you don't need to know any of that.
Black Law Dictionary.
Because when I went to trial, nobody was there, and I stood up and I read Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 through 10. And the judge slammed the gavel and said, "Dismissed with prejudice in favor of the accused." That's innocent.
Okay, now.
So I was a 2-time felon, and they had to clear my record.
All right.
All right, so now here we are, clean and free. I can work with the people again, and I can work with the schools and do all that because I stood on my square with Jesus Christ. Because he's my Lord and Savior and my King, and because in God we
Amen.
trust, not a government that we created. One thing that we don't
without him,
realize
I'm
is that
nothing.
in our struggle is the fact that we don't realize that we are the bosses. This is our country. Thou cannot control what they do not create.
All
If the
right.
government did not create us and God created us, then how can they control us? That's a maximum in law of the most high law, trust law. So we practice trust law and we teach literacy here. So if anybody in your podcast or groups want to reach out, and we have a Telegram group that has 1,300 documents in it that you can get in there. There's 400 of my students that have been in there practicing,
I would
law
like
for
to
the
be a part
last
of it.
year, and they all help out with everybody's stuff. So therefore, they tell you, "Oh, you can't practice law because you're gonna go to jail for practicing law without a bar license." Well, I'm an attorney in fact. I'm not a bar card attorney. They lie. They get
Right.
paid to lie. I can't lie.
Right.
Everything that I say is coming out of my living breath from the Most High. So therefore, I'm an attorney in fact. So they don't teach us that. So when we give away our power of attorney with our signature, our sign of nature, our thumbprint, when we go get thumbprint, we're giving them the authority over our lives. They don't have that authority until we willingly give that to them under threat and duress. You see what I'm saying? Because 18 U.S.C. 241, 242 says deprivation of rights is a $250,000 fine and 10 years in prison, and it could be treason. So once you start studying and you learn up, and then you realize that the dollar bill is fake, because I had a 42-point affidavit that proved that the dollar bill is just a promise to pay. It's a -1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Look, see, we about to blow some spots here.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because we use silver certificates.
You educating
A
us.
silver certificate is a dollar bill that has the blue seal on it, and it's actually a positive one because it's backed by silver. Our dollar bill is just a promise to pay. When you go to the car dealership and you go sign that check is a trust agreement, just like the dollar bill. The dollar bill has 2 signatures on it. You're in your hand. You're the 3rd signature. 3, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. That's a trust agreement. Just the dollar bill in your hand is a trust agreement. That's a promise to pay. And when you read it, it says, all debts public, get it out. All debts public and private are that of the United States, what? Treasury. Get it out. What does it say?
Okay, now.
Right there. What does it say right here? This note is legal tender for what? It didn't say one debt. It didn't
All
say.
debts
It said all debts,
and
public and
public and
private. So this
privacy.
$1 technically pays off your car by law. Because if you get another dollar, you got a -2, right? So what? You gonna? I got. So all these rap stars that say, "Yo, I got 10 million in the bank. I got 400 million." You got 400 negative dollars.
Give me a Maserati
Million
out
negative
there.
dollars. Do you own anything constitutionally? Does everything into your trust? Did you buy that from your individual all caps name corporation? Because your all caps name on the birth certificate is a corporation itself. Oh, we can get
You
deep,
learn
girl. So
something.
here's the struggle. You say, what is the definition of the struggle? Well, I'm going to tell you what the definition of the struggle is. It's the racism in literacy.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't the racism in the black and white in our skin. It's the racism in the black and white on the page. Because if you don't put blue and red and purple on that page, it ain't real.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a real affidavit, and they don't teach us that because it's a copy.
All right now,
if it's in
y'all.
black and white. So what are we? We're all running
Let 'em
around a bunch of
speak.
copies because we ain't running around in living color.
Let them speak.
So just to let y'all know, I'm a brother from the street too. My grandmother's house is on Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
I got my credentials. I went to 41. I went to Charlotte Middle School, and then I
That's
moved to
where I went,
Texas. And I
Charlotte.
went to the dirty South, to the backwoods East Texas,
Charlotte.
Louisiana after that. So and my first wife came from the hood. You know what I'm saying? She died 13 years ago. So I led me
rest
on
her
this
soul.
mission. God put me on this soldier vision mission to be that man that I couldn't have been for her at the time and stick up for her. So now I'm sticking up for everyone. So
Right.
this is me, just stepping out and saying like, yo, girl, we with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the struggle isn't real because why? It's not in a law dictionary.
Shit is nothing.
Right.
It's nothing.
Excuses are nothing.
Okay now.
Yeah. So I just want to tell y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate
you
y'all.
too, and I
listen,
appreciate
every
you.
person every
We're
being,
already-
not person, because a person is any living place or thing.
Right.
We are living, breathing men and women, and that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing that they lie to us. We don't realize that the law reads gender neutral. A man and a woman are both the same thing because in Latin there's no gender. So they trick us with that as too, because the minute that we take any kind of other gender other than a man or woman,
You hear it?
then we cannot bust ourselves out of law. We stay encased in the matrix. So it's the words that you use that unlock the keys. It's the knowledge that you have that unlock the words that give you the power of the pen,
Okay.
because the pen is mightier than the sword. Jesus Christ said, I am the word. I am the law. If you learn the law, you will find me and you'll find your freedom. And that's what they keep it from.
Make
Because
sure you mention that group. I'm gonna join it. Make
oh,
sure
the
you
Telegram group
mention
is
it.
the Family of Stauffer Trust on Telegram, and it's an open group.
Okay.
So,
y'all
yeah.
hear him right?
First, yeah, I
Yeah.
heard it
Y'all
here.
hear him
Yeah,
right? Y'all
we'll-
hear
we'll-
it first.
we'll put it
Y'all
ad
gonna
up.
keep hearing it because I will be joining it and I will be
So we're
streaming
gonna
live.
put the tag at the bottom.
We gonna
Put the tag at the bottom.
trust me,
He just
it's
dropped-
all over TikTok.
Put that
He
tag
just dropped
at the
that
bottom.
knowledge
I
and
don't know
that
if it's gonna
jewels
be on
on
the
y'all.
left.
I don't know if y'all heard him, but make sure y'all tap in and listen to him because things that he just said, I never knew.
He's
I would have
spilling something.
never knew any of this. Make sure y'all tap in and listen.
Like I said,
Seriously.
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if you're gonna put to the left at the bottom of the screen, right?
I always do
Yeah.
this, and God just pops it right where it needs to be.
Wherever it's gonna be, man. I know. Wherever
I
it's
just want to
gonna-
thank everyone for everything. I want to thank my guests for coming. I want to also thank you, period, for everything that you're
Appreciation.
doing. I appreciate it humongously, E Studios, you guys.
I gotta give a shout out to my wife Jamie because if it
Yes.
wasn't for her, she's my other half over there.
Yes, Jamie.
She's over there running the wheel.
Behind the scene, you guys.
She's running the wheel. So
I appreciate you guys. You guys
It's
are
going up.
amazing, and just make sure that y'all come and check out the ministry. The Hip Hop Church is one of the best churches that you possibly can deal with right now. All right, now thank you guys for
Love you.
coming. Love and peace, you guys. Power Hush Girls is out.
We out.
Oh yes, I need to talk to you about that group.